guys, come on in the room. Come on in the room. I have something to say. Remember the other day I posted a video and I said this husband, I called him a narcissist, and I said this husband cheated on his wife for however many years, and they was married for like 20 something years. Guys, excuse me. You know how I talk about karma, and I say karma is real because it's like what you put out, sometimes you get it back 3 times fold, right? You just get it back, and then you gotta eat it. So I gotta do some digging on these internet streets, and I will, and I'll come back with an update if I can grab it. But guys, if you haven't seen that video where I said there's a narcissist man, I said there's a narcissist man in the flesh or something like that, and he cheated on his wife, go back to that video because this is an update to that video. Well, let me tell you, the internet streets are talking, and you know what they're saying. It's all based around karma. So that wife that put out those 7 videos talking about that her husband been cheating on her with this other woman, blah, 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 and that the other woman is a karmic, yes, right? She is. However, the wife, she was a karmic too. And let me tell you how, and let me tell you why. The wife, Gail, before she married her husband, she was the other woman too. So that man that cheated on his current wife also cheated on his ex-wife with Gail. So Gail was the other woman too. So then basically this man, he is a narcissist. We'll give him that. He has the title, he carries it, he has the crown. Because he had one wife, cheated on that wife with Gail. Gail knew he was married, but she did it anyway, right? So then he leaves that wife, gets with Gail, marries her. Then he turns around and he does the exact same thing to Gail with another woman. So the streets are saying that this is Gail's karma because Gail, you was messing with a married man, right? And I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, but a lot of people should. They say how you get them is how you lose them. Whether they was married or whether they had another woman or another man, but we're talking about women right now. So they're starting to say that that's Gail's karma because Gail was the other woman too. And this is her karma. Karma is getting they lick back. And I keep telling you guys, sometimes karma is instant. Sometimes it's not instant. Sometimes you could be living a great life. She was living a great life. He was a traveling man. He did this, he did that. He brought home the bacon, fried it up in the pan. He did all of that. He was that guy. He traveled for a living, right? Well, fast forward 20 years. The thing that she did to that first wife is the exact same thing that happened to her. So guys, I'm going to tell you once, I'm going to tell you twice, I'm going to tell you 3 times a lady. Do not cheat with somebody else's man. Do not cheat with somebody else's woman. Damn sure don't cheat with somebody else's husband. Don't cheat with somebody else's wife. Because for one, when you're married, there's 3 strands, right? It's the husband or wife, and then there's God that puts them together. Now, if you come up in there and you break it apart, and let's say a lot of people say, well, I didn't break up their marriage. And no, you probably didn't. They was probably getting a divorce. They was probably already fighting in the house. They was probably already at odds, right? But who are you to come in the middle of that, right? Because see, what happens is, he could be a good man, or you think he's a good man, he has a good job and this and that and blah, 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 and it looks good to you and he's saying all the right things to you. But he's also bad-mouthing his wife, saying she don't work, she don't do this, she's lazy, she's this, she's that, she's this, she's that. Well, guess what? You can get that man, and then 5, 10 years, maybe 2 years, he could be saying the exact same ish about you. She's lazy, she's this, she's that, blah, blah, blah. We don't have sex. Guys, be careful of the energy that you let in. So if this man is in the middle of a divorce and you find out that he's married, back the hell up off of him Let him and that wife get a divorce, because sometimes if he doesn't have another woman in his ear, or another woman that he can go and play with and date and have fun and then go back home to what he quote unquote calls a miserable wife, maybe if you left it alone, that married couple can work it out. Maybe they can go to therapy and work it out. Maybe they want to hold on to their marriage, but sometimes when outside interference comes in, that person is thinking, oh, well, she's a better woman and she's this and she's that. But she's not really, because you only see that new woman on a temporary status. You see her once a month. You see her once a week. And when you do see her, it's a date. She's dressed nice. She's smelling good. Her hair is done. Her nails are done. This and that. Guess what? We're not always on one, especially wives. Because what happens is you get comfortable with your husband, right? Yes, you get up every day, you take your showers and this and that, but you're not dressed to the nines every day, nor should you have to be. You want to be in stretch pants. You want to be in this. You want to walk around in your robe all day with your hair wrapped up because you're not going anywhere, right? You don't have to be flawless all the time. And I think that's what happens to wives. You get comfortable with your husband. They get comfortable with you. They're not shaved all the time. They're not this all the time. They're not wearing their cologne all the time. They're not dressed up to the nines all the time. They're walking around in their sweats. They're walking around in their boxers. They're walking around like this. You know what I mean? So guys, if you meet a married man who says he's unhappy, if you meet a married man who says his wife is miserable, his baby mama is this, his this is that, yada, 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 that's none of your business. It's absolutely none of your business. If they're going to get a divorce, let them get a divorce sans you. Don't have him thinking, oh, I'm going to get a divorce and then I'm going to go over here to Sunshine over here. Well, guess what, sir? Sunshine has shade too. You just don't get to see her 24/7. You just don't get to see her 24/7 on her bad days, on her good days, her ups and down days, the days she's going to curse you out, the days she doesn't want to feel like cooking, the days she's too sick to clean. Not that the house is ever filthy, but she's too tired to clean today. Nobody is always on 100. So guys, I'm telling you, leave these men alone that are in relationships with another woman. First of all, where's the girl code? Right? Respect it, because you don't want that ish to happen to you. And then let me tell you something. If you do get that married man and say he got a divorce, guess what? You may be feeling a little insecure, because I'm going to tell you right now, you will forever remember how you got him. And then if he comes home late one day or he's this one day, you're probably going to think he's out cheating on you. You know why? Because he did the same thing to his wife. So that doesn't make you any better. So let's go back to the lady here that we're talking about. What she put out is what she got back. She was dating another woman's husband. He got a divorce. She snatched him up for about 20 something years. And then guess what he did? He went and he got a younger version of her. If you look at these two ladies, they both have blonde hair, this and that. One, let's just say one is 45 and then the other one's 35. That's about how the ages look. One's 50, one's 40. So he went, he got a woman who looks very similar to his current wife, just younger. Just younger. So guys, leave these married people alone. Leave these engaged people alone. Definitely don't mess with men who badmouth their woman constantly. Because guess what? He wasn't feeling that way in the beginning. In the beginning, she was shining, just like he makes you shine, right? You shine and can't do nothing, can't do nothing. It's taking you out, blah, 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 blah. And then it gets old. Now, some men can get married and stay married and want to be with you forever, throughout the ups and downs, right? Throughout the ups and downs. But this lady here, I'm telling you guys, the streets are talking. And basically what happened to her is what she did to another woman. Karma is real, guys. I'm telling you, if you believe in energy and if you believe in these tarot cards, right? Leave that shit alone. Leave somebody else's person alone. And I know there's a lot of people on here, could be dating other people, hoping and waiting and praying that he's done with his baby's mom, that he's done with this, that he's done with that, and he told you she's crazy, and he told you this, and he tells you I can't leave her because I got to pay child support, and he tells you this, and he tells you that, eventually you're going to get a pie to the face. So guys, this karma is real. I just had to get on here and say it. So y'all know I'm going to do some digging probably tonight, tomorrow, and I'm going to go back out there and I'm going to see, because people were talking. People were saying, well, no, she wasn't that great either. They was like, oh, she was the other woman too. And see, at first, I was in defense of that woman, right? I was in defense. Yeah, it's wrong what the husband did, but he done did it twice. So that's his MO. It's who he is. When he gets tired of you, he goes play. He goes to play. So he doesn't get a pass either. But that doesn't mean you should be savage and hope and pray that he leaves his wife, and hope and prays that he's going to come and be with you, and hope and pray and break up a family home and take the mama and the daddy away from the kids. Leave that shit alone. It's not your shit. That's they shit until it's not they shit no more. Let that man get out of what he's in on his own without you thinking that it's brighter on the other side. It's not brighter on the other side. It's just new. It's just new until y'all start seeing each other every day. Then you're going to see his true colors too. You may get him and he may become an asshole. Right? Guys, be careful. Because I'm going to tell you, once you become a wife, you're not always on one all the time. You're not always at 100 all the time. You're not always dressed to the nines all the time, because you feel like I'm happy in my marriage, right? I could walk around with my sweatshirt on and my stretch pants and he should still love me because I'm still the same person on the inside. And if he cheats, if you want to work it out with your husband, you can. That's your man. That's your husband. God brought y'all together, right? And can't nobody else take that from you. But these side chicks who's waiting, stop waiting. That's not your man until he's not married anymore. Because you do not want to get that man, then it's going to make you insecure. And the same thing that happened to her could happen to you. So this woman, she done put it out there, guys. And guess what? It is biting her in the ass. The internet streets is ripping this lady apart. They're saying this is her karma because she did it to his first wife. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to see what I can dig up to see what I can share and give y'all an update on that. If not, this is the update. And you can do your search on your own. Just go to the great YouTube. Go to TikTok. It's out there. And people are talking about this lady like a dog. They said this is her karma. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Leave those married men and women alone till they're not married. Because you can get that woman or man after their divorce, and guess what? You probably can't keep them. They'll probably leave you too. Because then they'll probably finally get with you, and then they can see you for who you really are. They'll be like, I don't know. That's not what I really want. Like, once they start seeing you, your days and your ins and your outs and your ups and downs and everything that you have to deal with in life. Do you have any illnesses? Are you this and that? Like, eventually they're going to see you in all your glory and be like, that's not something that I want to deal with. Because when you're barely seeing each other, it's still like, you know? But and seeing each other here and there, it's like, it's always fun. It's always upbeat. You're always on a date. You're always out and about, this and that. But once y'all start seeing each other every day, it's not like that every day. You're not dating every day. You're not going out every day. You're not snuggled up on the couch every day. You're not. You're not going to be up that man's ass. He's certainly not going to be up your ass. Things change when y'all become together. When it's at a distance, that's different. When it's at a distance, that's different. And until you've been in a long-term relationship, you're not going to get it until you've been in a long-term relationship. All right, guys. That's my spiel. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.